We get to the next part of the chapter as the analyst heads to bed. But first, this happens.
Hi, I'm the Reminisce Reviewer.
Hello everybody, this is your anime analyst speaking. So, what will we be reviewing next?
The anime adaptation of Jack and the Beanstalk. Let's start this.
We start with Jack waking up, followed by a musical number.
Then a rooster tries to go foghorn leghorn on the dog and fails. Then we find out that the cow is running dry, which leads to the part of the story where Jack has to sell the cow. And this leads to another musical. Then Jack stops and meets this guy, who has a musical instrument and looks like Bluto from Popeye with an eye patch. And while he's trying to creep Jack out, we get to the part where he trades the cow for magic beans.
Clearly, the mother was not amused. Now, while I understand why she's mad, at least be consistent and such.
You blockhead! Crack-brain simpleton! You, numbskull! Ah, you numbskull! Noodle-minded nincompoop! Ah!
One musical later, a beanstalk grows.
I think this anime is dragging.
Yeah, how far are we in?
18 minutes.
Is that it? Look, if this keeps going, I'm fast forwarding this.
And we get the mice from Cinderella montage. And instead of a cat, we get an owl. Then later, Jack saves the mouse unknowingly, apparently, and like a stunned mullet, he sees the beanstalk.
Then we get a conversation with a dog and the princess mouse.
Do you know what they're saying?
Hang on. I will add the subtitles.
Then, after 22 minutes in, we finally get the part where Jack climbs the beanstalk. Cue the music!
Two minutes of decent anime climbing later, we finally get to the top and we see a girl waiting. And this is where things get weird. Then another musical number occurs. How many has it been now? 3 musicals?
That's 3! 3 musicals!
Don't do that, please.
Fine. We can cut to this.
Right. The Giants. Almost forgot about him. And we cut to this. Ah. Okay. Now it's getting creepy.
So in this anime adaptation, we have a witch who's basically the mother to the princess, possibly stepmother, and her son is the giant. Now, this would be the part where the analyst says this. Ew! But they aren't related, so it's not as bad. Also, there is no indication that they had a sibling relationship.
Then we cut to a B-plot with the mice people and Jack's dog.
Allow me.
Don't bother adding subtitles.
Are you sure?
Why shouldn't I?
So you know what the bloody heck they are talking about.
So we got creepy corridors and eerie echoes. And after one Wonka Vader trip later, we get to the dining room. More creepy stuff happens, and Jack gets his meal like so.
I want that ready for Ahmed's tea party.
While that doesn't actually happen, ironically, he kind of does lose his head given that acid trip he's in.
And we're only a third of the way in.
Then we finally get to meet the giant. And his name is Tulip. Prince Tulip?
And just where have you been all day?
I went on a day on the town with my pals Godzilla and King Kong.
Tomorrow is your wedding day. Start acting like a man.
Say, should I get a present? So, after a meal, the giant sniffs out a human. Then we cut to the dog playing Shaft. After EQing Jack, we cut to the fourth musical number. Then they find the treasure.
He found the treasure! I'm rich!
Of course, treasure. Just like in the story. Before we move on, this version of the story does tend to make people forget that this is actually Jack and the Beanstalk, as well as the set basic storylines.
And like the story, we got the golden... Okay, not a goose, but a hen. Yeah, that's good. And the golden harp.
And it talks. I would definitely not put that in my bedroom.
And the harp explains the situation as to how the kingdom fell to disarray. And in case you hadn't guessed, the mice are people.
And given how it happens, at least there's a story behind it.
Then the giant arrives and decides to play with some toys. And one of them is his mum. A clockwork mum.
Works for me.
Or clockworks for me.
Ha ha.
After he destroys the doll, possible foreshadowing, we cut to the princess, then the witch, with Jack nicking the gold.
Then chased by the giant, and Jack fakes his death.
And now they will never be poor anymore.
We aren't done yet.
I know. That's just how the show goes. We still need to slay the giant, and in this case, the witch.
So Jack crashes the wedding, but Jack needs to know how to break the spell.
Meanwhile, we get another musical, and it seems this wedding has been planned by Tim Burton.
Jack swoops in, and well, let's cut to the kissing scene. Then a giant chase scene, then after that, they face the witch.
And after this acid trip, it's kind of predictable from here on out. The witch confronts Jack and the princess, and the giant come around, and the giant kills the witch.
Predictable? If you pay attention to the foreshadowing. But the real surprise is that she was a mechanical doll. Anyway, one curse break later, and a musical number, and the kingdom being restored, we get to the part where the giant chases Jack for the last time.
And with anyone who has read the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, you know how this ends.
The end. Well, that was one hell of an acid trip.
Yes. Though I expected it to be more creepier, but it was rather okay.
Well, at least it followed some of the story.
Most of it, and more, by adding to the Sky Kingdom plot.
There was one thing missing, Johnny Depp as Raoul Duke.
So, final verdict. all in all, it was good. Creepy and not much else to call home about. I guess we can give it a...
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have some weird dreams tonight. This is your anime analyst speaking.
And I'm the Reminisce Reviewer. Let's see now. I guess we gotta give this anime something. I know. A good old thumbs up.
And with that, the analyst will sound asleep. Until next time.
Fucking weird. Give